Let's just dive right into this. Welcome to this explainer where we are on an absolute mission to decode something that impacts every single one of us, literally every single day. Yet it rarely gets talked about in a way that actually makes any sense. Today, we're unpacking the hidden psychology of money. I'm incredibly excited to guide you through this because we're going to look at the deep-seated wiring inside your brain that actually dictates your bank account. So grab a coffee, get focused, and let's decode your financial mind together. So why do you buy things you genuinely don't need? I want you to really think about that for a second. We've all been there, right? You're standing in the aisle at the store, or maybe you're just hovering your mouse over that checkout button online, and you make a purchase that you know, logically, doesn't really align with your goals. You might even feel a little twinge of guilt, but you do it anyway. Well, I want you to know something right out of the gate. You are not bad at math. This isn't a problem with your ability to add and subtract. It's actually a glitch in the software running in your head. Ultimately, our financial struggles almost always boil down to invisible psychological barriers. These are hidden biases, and they're actively sabotaging your wallet without you even realizing it. In this explainer, we're going to expose the 3 biggest cognitive biases that constantly trick you into making irrational choices. And more importantly, we're going to learn exactly how to short-circuit them. Number 1, the trap of loss aversion, protecting what we have. So loss aversion is just a massive driver of human behavior. It's basically a cognitive bias where the pain of losing something feels significantly worse, often scientifically measured as twice as intense, as the pleasure of gaining that exact same thing. Just think about our evolutionary history for a second. Thousands of years ago, if you found an extra handful of berries, hey, that was great, you had a nice snack. But if you lost your only cache of berries, you starved. Our brains are ancient machines, and they are hardwired to desperately protect what we already have. But you know, in the modern financial world, this basic survival instinct actually becomes a massive liability. Let's say you buy a stock or make some kind of investment, and it immediately starts tanking. The data clearly shows it was a bad call. Now, the rational choice here is to cut your losses, sell the losing investment, and put whatever money is left into something better. But the biased choice, the one driven by loss aversion, is to hold on to it. Why? Because the moment you hit sell, you finalize the loss. It becomes real. We will literally hold on to a sinking ship just to avoid the psychological pain of admitting a loss. And this isn't just about stocks, by the way. It's exactly why you don't cancel that expensive subscription you never, ever use. You just feel like you're losing access to it, even if it's quietly draining your wallet. Number 2, the illusion of mental accounting, categorizing our money. Mental accounting is this fascinating psychological tendency to treat money completely differently based on where it came from or what we think its purpose is, instead of just treating all dollars equally. Logically, a dollar is a dollar, right? It spends exactly the same. But our brains don't work like a spreadsheet. We create these invisible, highly irrational buckets in our minds, and this totally tricks us into viewing our finances through a wildly distorted lens. Think about how you mentally slice up your own cash. We have our primary paycheck, right? And we might say, okay, 60% goes to hard-earned bills. We are super careful with this money, we clip coupons, we buy generic brands. Then maybe 30% is guilt-free spending. But consider that 10% sliver, found money or a bonus. Say you get a $500 tax refund or just a small bonus at work. Because of mental accounting, you don't treat that $500 like the money you sweat for every week. You treat it like Monopoly money. You blow it on an extravagant dinner or some gadget you really don't need, completely forgetting that you were just stressing over a $50 grocery bill yesterday. It's the exact same money, but the mental label you slapped on it completely changed your spending behavior. Number 3, the cost of present bias, our struggle with time. Okay, so we've tackled how we fear loss and how we mislabel cash, but now we really have to look at time. Present bias is the human tendency to heavily favor an immediate payoff over a long-term reward, even when you know, without a shadow of a doubt, that the long-term option is objectively way better. And listen, I want to be super empathetic here. It is incredibly hard to prioritize the future. Your brain is designed to deal with the threat or the pleasure that is right in front of your face today. Psychologically speaking, your brain often views your future self as a complete stranger, and honestly, it is really hard to make sacrifices today for a stranger you haven't even met yet. Just look at the progression of this everyday friction. In one day, you could splurge on an amazing dinner. The payoff is instant. That dopamine hits right now. Pushing out to 1 year, you could save for a great vacation. It definitely takes discipline, but it's close enough that you can almost taste it. But look way out to the 30-year mark, compound interest for retirement. Objectively, putting your money there provides the most massive, life-changing reward. But because of present bias, that immediate splurge screams so much louder than the quiet, steady math of compound interest. This bias is exactly what keeps us trapped in an endless cycle of instant gratification.
Number 4, rewiring your financial brain. Upgrading your mind.
So we know that loss aversion, mental accounting, and present bias are actively working against our wallets. But here is the good news. You don't need a degree in finance or some complex labyrinth of spreadsheets to fix this. To start fighting back against thousands of years of evolutionary brain wiring, you only need one highly actionable tool. Just one single strategy to start making significantly better financial decisions today. Here is exactly how you take back control. Step 1. Implement a mandatory 24-hour pause before absolutely any non-essential purchase, no exceptions. This single act works like a circuit breaker for present bias. It just lets that emotional dopamine spike of "I want it right now" dissipate. Step 2. During that 24 hours, ask yourself the hard questions. Is loss aversion driving this? Am I only buying this because of a limited time flash sale and I'm terrified of missing out? Or maybe it's mental accounting. Am I buying this just because I got a bonus and it suddenly feels like free money? And finally, step 3. Once you've paused and diagnosed the bias, take the final step. Reallocate that money to your future self. Move it straight to savings or investments. By doing this, you've just actively rewritten the code of your financial behavior.
We have covered a lot of ground today, completely pulling back the curtain on how our minds truly interact with our money. But the real work begins after this explainer ends. So I want to leave you with this one vital question to keep front and center in your mind. Which hidden bias will try to control your very next purchase? Will it be the fear of loss, the illusion of free money, or maybe the lure of the present moment? The next time you reach for your wallet, you are going to know exactly what invisible forces you're up against. Stay focused, stay curious, and keep rewiring that financial mind.